Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord.com. Today I want to show you a design called the DigiCam. It kind of takes the half hitch and combines it with the regular Solomon. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you right now. So I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I got 8 feet of each color. I'm using turquoise and goldenrod, two of my more popular colors. Half-inch buckle. I've already flattened the ends so that they'll fit through the buckle better, and I've already fused the two colors together right there. So I've got about 16 feet total. Probably won't use near that. Gonna take the two ends. We're gonna go down through the buckle, just like that. Let me get this extra out of here. There we go. Open this up. That'll give you your two ends on the inside of that. Grab hold of those and pull them up through here. And I got a lot of cord here, way more than I need. Sorry I haven't gotten some videos out to you guys lately. Normally I like to do at least 4 or 5 a week, and I think I'm down to 1 a week. So I got a lot going on. I'm going to be in my new retail location in about 6 weeks, 5 weeks. It's coming up quick. And I got a twist in here, I got to get that out. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, I've been pretty busy. Trying to make sure I get some videos to you though. Alright, so once you get your cow's hitch done, just flip this buckle over. You're gonna run all the paracord through your fingers. Get rid of all the twisting that might have happened. And then flip the buckle back over and come up through from the back side of the buckle towards the top. Maybe. I might have to heat that one up again. We'll see. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a mess on that one. I have to fix that. Alright. You can tell I'm out of practice. Here we go. So yesterday I went to a Cleveland Browns game. First time I've ever been to an NFL game. And I made a bracelet. It was the fishtail, and I added 2 different colors, made it look just like their helmet. But it looked good. And if I was wearing it right now, I'd show you, but I already took it off. Alright, so those ends don't look too good. Anyways, pull all your excess through. What that'll leave you with is 2 loops here. Basic shape of your bracelet. Oops, wrong way. I'm just gonna pull some of that back out so it gives you your basic shape. Open this up. Alright, now we're gonna get this set up just like I got it here. So we've got the main working ends coming up out of the buckle right here. They go down to the male end of the buckle. This could be the female depending on how you did it. I think we're going to go about that long right there. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to take the turquoise over the center 2 strands. We're just going to do our regular old Solomon on this to get started because that is one of the actual steps during this bracelet. And then we're going to take our goldenrod over that, go around the back and up through that loop on the left that you created. And go ahead and pull this tight. Alright, so there are basically 2 steps to this. You got a half hitch step, and then you have a Solomon step. We just did a Solomon, so we're going to go right into the other one. Now the half hitch, you're going to do one that goes under, and you're going to do one that goes over. So it's going to look something like that for each step. The one that goes over is always, the one that goes under is always going to be on the left, just like I have it here. The one that goes over is always going to be on the right. Now the colors will flip, but your over is always on the right, your under is always on the left. So what we're going to do is take our left cord under the center cord and bring it up through the center, just like that. Now you're going to go down through this loop here with that. Alright, and then you just pull this tight. And that is a half hitch. There's other names to it, but I think half hitch is probably the most common. We're just going to get that nice and tight. Just tighten that up, snug it up. Probably don't want to pull it too tight. Okay, so that one went under, which means that the right side goes over. See how we're going over and then down through? And then bring it around and come up through that loop. So each side's going to give you a loop. And then you just have to remember which side you go under and which side you go over. And you can always look back too and see. Alright, so when you get to this step here, what we're going to do, we're going to take our left side. The left side is always going to go over the top. So after their half hitch, you do your Solomon, and then remember your left side's always going to go over the top. The right cord goes over that left cord, around the back, through the loop. So now you're basically back at step one. Now, one thing you want to do at this point is kind of hold on to the center strands here. First snug it tight this way, and then you want to push everything up toward the buckle. Kind of snug it up. There we go. Alright, so the left cord, remember you go under, come up through the center, and then you go down through that loop on the left. So pretty simple. Just got to remember which way you're going. So the left half hitch is under, the right half hitch is over. And it always goes through the center, always goes around that center one, and then through the loop. And we'll go ahead and tighten this one up. This reminds me of the one I did a long time ago, about a year ago now I think, called the Cabby. Looks a lot like that. Alright, so we're going to do the left one, because those were our half hitch steps, so now we do our Solomon. You always take the left side over the center, and the reason you do that is because if you look at these here, the ones that cross over the center, you have the turquoise, the goldenrod, and now the turquoise, and that's going to alternate all the way down. Cross over the left cord, go around the back, and pull it through. Alright, I'm going to do one more step of the half hitches, and I'll break away after that and come back and show you how to finish it up. Left side is under, around, through the loop. Oh, when I come back, if I remember, I'm going to bring that Cleveland Browns bracelet I made and show you what that looks like, because it turned out really good. I like that one. Right side is over, through the center, through the loop. Go ahead and pull this tight. Now what I'm doing with my thumb here is I'm kind of pushing the slack this way so that it goes around, and then I can pull it through here. And I'm doing that all in one motion. I'm pulling here and I'm pushing the slack with my thumb. And I was doing that kind of the same way here. I was pushing the slack this way and pulling at the same time. So that's kind of just a little trick. Not really a trick, I guess, but it helps nonetheless. And then we'll finish that off with the Solomon. Always the left side going over the top. That's going to give you your alternating colors. And through. And then I'm going to finish this up and I will be back. Okay, so I'm at the end of this now. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of room down here to actually thread the paracord through. I'll zoom in on that just a little bit for you. So what I've done, before I came back, I threaded on some fids onto my paracord. Makes it real easy to go up through those real small areas. So we know that the left side goes underneath and then up through the middle. So we're going to poke the paracord through the middle with the fid. Just like that. We've got our loop there. So basically we have our loop just as we normally would, going underneath, and then we're going to go through that loop. Pull this tight. And now you can end on either step, either the Solomon step or the half hitch step, because you could cut it here if you wanted to, and it's plenty tight enough. Now in this one we're going over top, So we're going to go down through the middle and create that loop on the right. And there's the loop, that twist out of there. And the paracord then comes up through that loop. So we'll just poke the fid through and pull it through. Alright, at this point I could get rid of the fids because I only have enough room to do one Solomon pass here, and I'm going to end it on that pass. So real easy, just take your left over your right, just like we did before in the previous steps. Right cord over the left, around the back, poke it through the loop. And we'll pull this tight. I'm going to back up just a little so I can stay in the frame. And what I need to do now, I'm going to take my fid off of here, which is real simple. You just twist it, it comes right off. Same thing with this other cord here. Take that off. I'm going to cut these ends off fairly close. And as you can see, I've got about 3 feet of paracord left on this one. So I used roughly 5 feet of paracord on that one. For a bracelet, that's going to measure 8 inches. So you're gonna, for an 8-inch bracelet, I would say use 10.5 feet just to be on the safe side. I always go more than I need. And use that smoothing tool to round off that edge. This side should have just the same amount of paracord. It does, about 3 feet there also. So I've got 6 feet of cord right there, spare cord. Probably just end up going into my box of scraps. And it looks like I'm getting a little more cord there than I wanted. That's the thing with using one of these torch lighters with these bright lights. You can't really tell where the flame is. Anyways, I'll have the description of this in. I'll have the creator's name down in the description box below. It's got a bunch of numbers in there, so I can't remember it offhand. But this is the DigiCam, also known as the digital camouflage. That's just abbreviated for digital camouflage, but I really like this pattern. It looks really cool. The back looks just the same as the front, no difference really, which is another one of my favorite things, is if you can get the front to look like the back, even if it's reversed colors. That I really like that. But there it is. It's a little bit wider than regular Solomon, and it's probably just as thick. I like this one if you're looking for a little bit wider bracelet. Buckle again is a 1/2 inch, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/paracordon. That's where this will be posted, and you'll see a whole bunch of other ones by other people there. So again, thanks for watching. Until next time, paracord on.